They are interesting set of creatures. Among all the animals that God created, they are one of them that are very interesting. They are good for us, they are useful for us, both as an investment and also for consumption. As much as they are good for us, we own the responsibility to take care of this creature, this wonderful creature. And I, as a farmer, I understand that they depend on me, and for their living, they depend on me for everything, for their lifestyle and everything that they will be undergoing in the farm. So we are on this particular show. I am going to be showing you, I'm going to be explaining from their feeding to their medication, their drinking, their lifestyle. That is what we are going to be dealing with on this particular show. This is G Wireless Experience, and this is live on Farm Show. So please join me. Let's dive into it. Let's enter into the room and get them. I love looking at these birds almost every morning when I come to farm. And before I go to bed in the evening, and one of those things that I do every morning is I want to see how my birds are doing. I want to see how my birds are doing. As you can see, the weather is very cold, the weather is chilly, and you can see them that even though they are enjoying themselves, they are still feeling the weather. So what do? I check them around to see how they were doing in case if there is any one of them that is feeling somehow or something, so I will be able to call it apart and be able to take care of it separately. So presently now, you can see almost all my birds are doing fine. Almost all my birds are doing fine. And that's good news because I'm happy. So now, this morning we are going to be changing their routine. There is a particular routine, we call it management practice on farm. Management practices on farm. They have been on super starter from the beginning, because this is their base system on farm. They have gone through vaccination, both Lasota for Newcastle prevention and IBV for control. So we have vaccinated them on the 10th, and they have been on vitamin and they start super starter right from the day 1 to now. I mean, I think we started their vitamin about 4 days ago. So for 4 days ago now, they have been on vitamin for their inside their water. So this morning, as I am seeing, I'm checking around, I can see some traces on the fact that I need to change their medication. So this morning, we are going for antibiotics and antitoxin in order to prevent any form of bacterial infection within the flocks. As you can see, there are many, about 1,000 here, 1,000 beds are here. So if I didn't take notice and make sure that I quickly arrest any form of infection that I'm seeing around, then once it goes out of hand, it's dangerous for me to farm. So this morning we are going to change their routine, we are going to change their water, we are going to change their medication inside their water, and we are going to also alter their feeding because they have been on super starter right from the beginning. So this morning we are going to be adding some starter because with this their age, day 17, they are supposed to be able to pick at least give some a little bit pellets. So we are mixing starter with their super starter this morning. Now we have entered into the best room, and we have cleaned their feeder. We've removed all the dirty stuff in their feeders. There you can see we have cleaned their drinkers as well. We have washed their drinkers as well. So they are waiting for fresh water. Just like I said, when we finish this issue of feeding, we'll go for the medication. I will show you how we do the medication as well. So like I said the other time, I told you that we we're going to alter their feeding this morning. So they have been on crumble for about 15 days now. Today is their 16 days. So we are going to change a little bit with their feeding. So like I said, this is pellet, this is starter pellet. You see it's a bit bigger. So this might be very difficult for some of them to pick, while some of them will pick it easily without any problem. And this is the crumble that they have been with. So we are going to mix it, but you don't want to just use this one directly without mixing it with crumble, because automatically your bed will react. It will react to change in feeding. So you change them gradually. So by the time you start feeding, you feed them with much of crumble than this. So we are going to mix just a bit of this with the crumble. So let's just say ratio of 2.5 of 3. We are using this as a measurement. This their drinker as a measurement. The ratio of about 3. Let's say about 3 of this to 1 of the pellets. So I'm going to use 3 to 1. 3 to 1. So after that, mix it together to make it more easy. Right? So let's see the texture. Is it okay? So you can see now. You can see the texture now. So it's more of crumble than pellet. So out of this now, you will see they will be picking. As they are picking the crumbles, they will be picking the pellet. So this is how they will eat it for like 3. Let's say by day 4, you will see them automatically rejecting the crumbles. Until they finish all the pellets inside the feed, they will not eat the crumbles. It is when they do not see the pellet again that they will now start eating the crumbles. That's what will happen by day 3, day 4. But now, as for today, we cannot just switch them to the starter pellet all of a sudden. Even though we want to start them with starter, we want to switch them to starter, but you cannot switch them almost immediately. If not, they will react and they will not eat, and they will waste all the feed, because you will see them trying to do some abracadabra in order to see if they can see the crumbles or the small feed that they can pick. But by the time you mix the crumble with the starter, which is the pellet, they will not even disturb themselves. They will be picking the crumbles, and as they are picking the crumbles, they are picking the pellet as well. And before you know it, 3-4 days, they will switch automatically to pellets themselves without any issue. So we are mixing it and we are feeding them now. Thank you. Now we are now on the medication stuff, and for my birds, I am very concerned with their health, and I have the routine practices in taking care of their health. So concerning the medication, like I told you, they have been on vitamin for about 4 days now. So, and I've been seeing some traces that I need to take care of coffee and some other bacterial infections that I'm noticing from their litters. So now we are changing the medication this morning. And normally before I apply medication, I always pause it. Before I apply medication, I always make sure I treat their water. Even though in the tanks that we have over there, we have already treated the water, but this one is fresh water. So I always make sure that the water is clean. So I always apply isochlor into their water to make sure that the water is clean. It's a chlorine substance to make sure that the water is purified before I apply on my drugs. And please, if you are going to use any drug, any medicine or drug or whatsoever you call it for your best, just make sure that you read the content, the instruction. Make sure that the drug you are going to apply for your beds is not chlorine. How do I call it? That it works with chlorine. because there are some drugs that if it doesn't accept chlorine, by the time you apply it with the chlorine water, the drug will not work, and you just notice that your bird are consuming it and you are not seeing the effect. So the drugs that I'm using say oxytetracycline, I am using colistin, and I am using amprococ as their anti-toxic. I have used from the beginning when they arrived. They are day 3. I have already used what is it called? Oxy. I have already used Polidicox. Yes, that is the diclofenac substance. I have already used it for them, so I'm not going to use diclofenac again now because they might not react to it well. So I want to change it so that by the time I want to use diclofenac later, it will work. So I'm using amprococ now. And amprococ is what? If you look at it, amprococ is a combination of ampronium, sulfadimidine, and menadione sodium bisulfite. So I'm trying to change things in order to alter the bacteria that are inside. Those bacteria that might want to affect my pet. So I'm trying to change the drugs I'm using for them. I cannot use diclofenac last week, and again I want to use it today. The bacteria might have already developed resistance to it. So instead of using it again this week, I'm using another anti-toxic drug in order to make sure that it is effective. It is effective on my pets when they drink it. So now I've already purified the water with isopropyl, which is chlorine substance. So now we are going with application of our oxytetracycline and colistin substance, and that is the antibiotics and the And lastly, I am going to be using iodine substance. You can browse the effect of iodine upon your best, but iodine is a very good substance that you need in order to keep your bed healthy. So we have some animal produced iodine substance like polydine and polydine and center iodine. But for now we are using pure iodine, and I'm using 2 bottles. I'm using 2 bottles for this particular measurement, 80 liters of water. So I'm using 2 bottles for this. And presently now my birds are consuming 60 liters of water, from 60 to 80 liters of water per day. So that's why I'm mixing 80 liters. So 2 bottles of 80 liters. And the mixing for the medication for today is done. So this is what you are going to take for the whole of the day. So we are going to, I have shown you the feeding management for them, and we are going to use that particular feeding for the next 4 days. And this also medication, this water treatment for them, they are also going to drink it for good 4 days. So this same particular treatment management practice is we are going to carry it out for 4 days. So after I've mixed everything together like that, the next thing is to make sure the entire mixture is mixed together. The entire mixture is mixed together. As you can see, the water is served, the feed is served, and my birds are enjoying themselves. You see, they are all enjoying themselves, feeding, and they love what they are eating because we have mixed both the pellet and the compost together. They are enjoying their feed, and the water has been served as well. So they are also enjoying themselves. All of them are fine. So this is all about the system of the lives of farm show. Please love this channel, like this channel, and subscribe to this channel. We'll continue to make this video. We'll continue to make videos on the lifestyle of my birds on farm from now to the time the day that they will be called and be sold out of this farm. Thank you very much. This is Broiler channel, and once again this is live of farm show. Thank you very much.